Alright, how's it going, guys? I just wanted to bring you guys back here, let you know that I have ran this thing out of oil. There is a little bit in there right now. That's because I went down a little bit earlier and fiddled around a bit. It seems that Greg's oil takes block update to really get it to continue flowing. I'll show you what I'm talking about when I get down there on what I actually did to get it to give me a bit more. I've actually been down here like 3 or 4 times fiddling with it over the last day. I've got drums with me because I'm planning on cleaning up what's left down there. And I've got my suit on so we can go messing around inside the oil and not get poisoned. So let's get in here. I can never remember which one's the right one. Okay, so there's where we have our pipe that is pulling it up and going into there. As you can see, we do still have a bit of raw oil, but I have moved it back. Basically what I've been doing to get it to flow is I've been breaking all the blocks around the edge here. And see, like this one is stuck up here. I don't know why that one's stuck up there. I don't know if maybe I give it a block update by like putting it. Oh yeah, see, there we go. Block update did it. So now that should be, well, it didn't flow quite as, I don't know where it went, but I do believe we can break like this block out. Well, no, that's not really. Okay, it's moving, but it's still not. Okay, now it's going over the grate a little bit. So yeah, we can keep trying to break blocks and move this thing around, but I think what we're actually going to do is, unfortunately, we're going to have to use a pump. So we're just going to set our pump up here, and luckily it can go through the flow part there, which with Greg's oil it's not technically flow, because you can actually pick that bit up. So there was 125 liters, but if it was any other kind of oil or fluid and it was just flow, it would work through that as well. So we got a steel diesel engine here, and we're going to actually use a fresh drum just so I can see exactly how much we get versus how much it costs to run it. So we have 40,100 liters of fuel. I'm going to put that right there. And we need to get that block out of there so the CO2 can get through. And now once this thing gets moving, which it should be, I think it's doing the map right now, the map of what it's grabbing. There we go. So now we're getting the oil out of there, and should be pulling from the furthest away, which would be back here, and then working its way on up through the rest of this. I will have this one block right here that I can't grab because it's not available for the pump. I can basically break all of that out of there, And now that should give it an availability to get to that block, and I won't have to pick that up. So give me a few minutes and I'll be right back and show you guys what we ended up getting out of this and how much we used. See you in just a bit. Alright, so we're back now, and you can see that it's just finishing up on this upper level here. And we've still got the next level down there. We got 64 out of our first full drum already. And we're up to 17 in the second drum. And we're only down to 39,400 of fuel, so we haven't used a whole lot of fuel there. So we're going to sit here and watch it for a minute, finish up this layer, and it'll be going to the next layer down. Oh, well, there we go. It's already working on that next layer there. And then we just got this last little bit. So we're probably going to have to switch over to the partial drum that we've already got filled over there, because there is a lot of oil left down here. So I will go ahead and cut time here. We'll be back in just a minute. Alright, so we have gone to that partial drum now, and it had 7,000, just over 7,000 left in it, and we may actually fill that thing completely up, trying to get the rest of this out of here. We've still got a little bit left on this upper level, and then we still have a few in that bottom that we need to get cleared out. And like I said, it's the way Greg's oil flows is a little strange, that it keeps so far away instead of spreading out. But using the pump is real nice. It doesn't take a whole lot of fuel to run it. It does it pretty quick, and there's no messy cleanup with a measuring pot afterwards. We've just about filled up that last drum there. If in fact we do fill up that last drum, I will go ahead and take these three up and put them on the distillation tower, and come back down here and clean the rest of this up later. See, we've got about, I think, 16, 17 blocks left on that lower, and it shows that might just fit, but I don't think it will. I think we'll still have just a tiny bit left over. And we'll see what happens here in just a sec. Alright, we're down to that final level now. Finally getting it cleared out of there. This is in a spessartine vein, so when I get to the point where I can process spessartine down in the electrolyzer, we can come down here and get all that taken care of. I do believe it's HV we're going to need before we can break that down, but it's a nice way of getting some manganese, if we run out of pyrolusite, that is. Watch it finish up here. And looks like we are just about done. We got all the solid blocks, and that drum is now full as well. So we're going to shut off the pump, which we can't actually shut off. We can just pull the drum off of it. We don't have a redstone machine switch to turn it off, so the last little bit of fuel that was in there will get wasted, and we're going to go ahead and run these upstairs. I probably will not turn that pump back on to get that last little bit. I'll probably use a measuring pot, just bring one of these drums down here and finish it up with that. We're, like I said in a previous video, we're probably going to go to the BuildCraft thing of oil out in the ocean and get that next, seeing how it's on fire out there. We need to get it put out, and there really isn't a way of putting it out that I know of. There is one idea I have I want to try before we do that, which we'll do. I want to show you guys a little bit of an update about our bumbles here, so I'm going to go throw on my suit and we'll come check them out, and then we'll go drop this oil on the distillation tower. So these guys we have up to common bees. These guys we have common and cultivated, cultivated being the final stage, and we have ran at least 2 of them through. Still haven't gotten a cultivated queen yet, which is what we're going for. Once we get the cultivated queen, we can then, we'll be at the last stage for this type of bee, and we can start breeding, crossbreeding it with another type. And then in this hive, we are still on common as well. So we at least have common in all 3 of them. I'm probably going to take one of these cultivated here out and mix it in that one or this one. That way we can try to work on cultivated in 2 of them at the same time. And then our rock bees down here, we're up to rocking, which is the second to last stage. We're trying to get hard rock for the, which will be the last stage for them. Then we can crossbreed the cultivated and the heavy metal together and see what the new crossbreed is. Now let's go ahead and take this oil over and drop it on the distillation tower. I am still using solid fuel for the distillation tower. I don't have it automated as of yet, but we will be doing that pretty soon. So we're going to throw these 3 drums up here, make sure they're all flowing down and connected up to this pipe. There is still some oil in that pipe, but that'll get used up, and then those 3 drums will get used. I'm thinking about actually going to heat exchangers instead of solid fuel next. Start pumping up some of that lava we got down there and using the lava to make our oil into fuels and gases. I like using the solid fuel right now because basically I'm using the solid fuel to create better fuel that can be automated easier. The fuel I can use in the diesel engines. The gases I can use in burning boxes if I want to. Right now we're mainly just using it for making plastic. But that is it for this week. I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.